ko dolel pour mu feku tax GRA loi moko dolel pour mu feku tax.
Hello viewers from wherever you're watching us from. You're watching QTV, the Gambia's first private TV station, and we are broadcasting from our studios here on Kairaba Avenue. My name is Aliou Cisse, and we are back for our final episode of this GRA Taxpayers Education Program brought to you by the Gambia Revenue Authority in collaboration with the French Development Agency. Like I said, for the past 3 months, we've been coming here every Thursday to better educate you, but also to remind you of the importance of paying tax and the laws governing tax payment and all those things. And then it's sad that today is the final episode. We hope to be back very soon again. We hope the Gambia Revenue Authority will come back and get more airtime to help people better understand the importance of paying tax and of course paying it on time for national development. I know you're going to miss the panel. It's been a joke and all those things. Why, Babs? Sila boka xam nga ñun fi nekké dañuy jangal tam di entertain gaay tam xam nga sila boka xam nga ko am mu ngi fay tax xam nga tagata xaliss neexut
waaw
ni suñu tagata xaliss na so fi ñëw fo nga xal ko bégal tuddi nga xal ko inspire
mu am tuuti entertainment
it's part of this xam nga ku ñu gëna serious amu tam
non suñu démé ci job bo xamné
exactly.
serious because xam nga every program has objective
exactly
you have to inform educate and entertain su ñewon fi mu nekkalu stress rek
ñu concentrate they boring
on the subject mu ki sétane mun na bo waaye nit da nga entertain ko mu reetu
dañu bari sa man tuma génn ñu bari ñu ma waaye yow ak Henry ak Babacar andi Fatou yow ni nga dee signé gaay ñu bari dee enjoy
waaw so ñeneen sax dina tax dina looluy tax ñu sétane programme bi within loolu you pass the message you want to pass
exactly
waaw loolu is very important
exactly
yeah
like I said, my guest as usual, I have Auntie Fatou Cham, who is a taxpayer service officer. Auntie Fatou, dila dalalat. I tell you, mashallah. Tell you, ni nga tagato program bi, abaya bi masala dala yi. Masala.
Jërëjëf.
No dañu sa jiare mo sa se mo mashallah. Ding ko munde. Non la de. Pour nit mëna fay tax. An ma solo ne ku nekk dafa bëgg dem rek pour gis leen ngeen solo ni mëna fay tax bi. Mashallah. di la dalal si programme bi once again Auntie Fatou.
ok jërëjëf ñu ngi waxaat suñ mbokk yi ñoo follow yëpp on the TV ñëwaat nañ fi tey pour seen 1 hour talk show bi tey nag mooy the last episode of this session waaye as ni ko Ali waxee rek we hope to come back soon gën leen a mun a educate about your taxes and all obligations that you owe to the GRA.
Babs am na fan yaa ngi busy woon nag ak jigéen yi suite bi yaa ngi garaawoon de
waaw thank you
kër moo la kole nga ne boy maa ngi nelaw bi la airport laa di signé ma ne ko Babs sona na loolu la di ku bugg a dalal ay gan moom
waaw it's always not easy because like GRA this is the second time ñu ngi host this suite in a space of 2 years
because the last one was
2023 February was the time that Sweet West Africa was launched. And they choose Gambia to be the country where this suite will launch because of the trust and the confidence being towards the GRA under the leadership of the Commissioner General. So don't trust in you, among confidence, exactly. They would not come here to come and launch this event. But this year, they came to launch the Gambia chapter.
I'm not about Nancy who's my bang ma introduce my waji. Henry. Ngi tagato de.
Aliou.
Wa na na ma trop yalla xam nako.
Yeen ñaar yeneen na man de.
No, dal na ma trop ci télé bi nak. Dal na ma trop yalla xam nako.
No, dañuy ñaan rek. We are also asking maybe someone or companies out there wants to fund the program, we continue.
Why does it mean so fund do fight tax the companies?
Did it?
Wow, ku ñëw fund nga fight tax the
supporting one another. We are all into it now.
Okay.
The taxpayer and the tax collector are friends.
Why this one is sweet bin? Hana ba ko invited la?
No, du pour ñëpp. Du pour ñëpp.
Waaye ñoke ñëwoon na ñoke mu ngi fa woon ñëwoon na suñu président bi. Waaye togo si high table loolu mo mo sina xari.
ñoke amul place si high table.
But like you said, Babukar, it's been a wonderful event, 2 days high-level event. Munga you just take us through, the rationale behind, this two-day high-level meeting. What was the purpose actually?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, the purpose was to address taxation challenges for women involved in cross-border trade. That is the implication for African Continental Free Trade Area. Because this program gathered almost not all the countries of West Africa, but almost all.
Well, most of them came.
Yeah, most of them came. And because some of them are used to Gambia. As I said in the beginning, the West Africa chapter was launched in Gambia here in 2003, February. 2023, I should say, sorry, 2023, February. You know, when it was hosted by the Revenue Authority. And this time around also, when it was time to launch the Gambia chapter, they came. Because remember, the Gambian chapter also did very well, because when the West African chapter was launched in 2023, it took only 2 years for Gambia to put their house in order and also have our own chapter, which is led by one of our senior tax officers, Mariama Job.
I saw her that day. She was so busy.
Yes, she's the chairperson for the Gambian chapter. You know, which is very good, and they are trying to work very hard in order to put these things in place. The objective mainly is to help women in business, because if women succeed, we the men also will succeed, obviously. So we have to give them a support. We have to give them a helping hand for them to move on, so that it can also be a way for us as well.
And then for me, it was about the attendance. I mean, the caliber of people I saw there. I mean, the Commissioner General, the First Lady of the country, I mean, the Deputy Commissioner General, and, you know, other senior staff from the Revenue Authority. The ECOWAS Commission President couldn't make it to Banjul due to other, you know, engagements, but a rep was there to deliver a statement
on his behalf.
And even, you know, representative from WATAF and, you know.
Yes, WATAF Executive Director is Julius Taksoba. He's a Burkinabe, but he's the Executive Director for WATAF. And also, Ali, we would like to thank the First Lady, because it's a program for women with all the busy schedules she had and everything so that surrounds her. She came and be part of the program for the whole session. You know, I remember the Wauti president said if it was other countries, the First Lady should come in a program. That venue they will start to secure that venue 2 days before the day. But you saw the First Lady came there. I did not see any weapon, but I know the guys with the plain clothes, they have their weapons, but it's not visible. You will not see it, you know. And she was very friendly. And
even the way she was interacting with people, you wouldn't even know that's the First Lady.
And all the other ladies were happy that came from other countries. Everybody has to take photo with her, because some of them, the countries that they came from, they've never met the First Ladies of those countries. You come to Gambia, they met the First Lady. Some of them then say, oh, I said, yes, Gambia is called the Smiling Coast. That is why everything is friendly. So it's easy to meet whoever you want to meet, you know.
Interesting. Henry, ngeen program ya moy Baboucarr about the Society of Women in Taxation. Program basota yan 2 days program mo mi alon ko akumata bake bari mejeje bari sa mo mo le mo ma dali loti
Aliou manke fen
wala yele keje nak evita ala ko so ajos
manke si kumbat yomo ni kaka mo manke si kumbat
but abem banko do ko wote it you know you were doing something on somewhere else at the office, so
program mo ni manke mol bele nyanda kata jende no fino office sorona ndenga ta si
okay
yo sije modanta ne jibe Baboucarr bolle kono wolle tata ka kella organizers ti ane do ku kendol
but it's a collective achievement for the Gambia Revenue Authority
pour mol bele ka
mol belam
deputy director sol musol mi ala ko fana be jiare be invite li tata so comme Baboucarr ya fo nyami ñino li nata no sanji fula commando jan 2023 February karoto ye ñing Society of Women in Taxation at Moldi suite so Brita sanji fula wala ta Gambia fana yela chapter dara so inata le pour ka a chapter ñi launch ka dati ando ko Mariama Job le Gambia la head yang o mun senior tax official ako ñi mitino ñi pour ka musolla minube taxation kono namu jo karolto ibe do ko lawolto munela dala wosi wolti se ma ko nyaadi leta ani musol mi alon ko be business oto ibe ma ko la nyaadi le kaatu ni musoo be place o to ka lafta ka amoño musoo makoy so o jenda njawol business ni wala musol mbe safaro ñun kono be makoy la ñaadile ni bagasol tanam banta ka dunna wala ni ba funtindi la Gambia be makoy la ñaadile pour la business o tano ñaato so ñinna ala wala na ñinul be nata jam pour ko mitino ke e Gambia chapter fanan launch so ka kumo sutiandi ay ñine fonum angale count ando fana e first lady fanan jele aka ko anata nyamin ala do ko tuja anata man si hay table do ni ñinul be e ño konto ngal brim programme banta mol e bulda ele pour mol ta ya konto e natalo ke so aba tendula ba jela ayala do ko tu ñama nata
abaraka bake Henry ante Fatou I mean comme liñ nekk di waxtaan rek moo nekk suite mu nekk mbootaay bu am solo bi nga xam ne am nañ fi ndaje boo xam ne ñaari fan ndaje la waaye ndaje bu am solo la pour jéem a gis naka la ñu mën a saafara jafe-jafe yi nga xam ne jigéen dañ ko day am si cross border trading bi parce que soo xoolee si gën a bëri jigéen ñi ñoo fa di nekk di jàmm jënd ak njaayam si border bi yow en tant que jigéen ngay liggéey in taxation I mean ndax nga jàngati event bi comme baaw ko li mu jot a wax si kàllaama angale.
jërëjëf Aliou event bi was a successful one ba pare event bi comme ni nga ko waxee rek was a ladies thing but still tamit góor yi jàppoon nañ si pour mu get successful so ba pare liñ doon waxtaanee rek mooy jënda ak jaay bi nga xam ne moom la jigéen yi day get involved within dëkk yi nekk within West Africa waaw because jigéen ñi dañ dee sonna torop si yëfi jëndaa jaay surtout suñ waree génn ci dëkk bi dem uti bagage indi ko wala ñu war a génnee bagage ci dëkk bi yóbbu ko ci beneen dëkk so the main objective of waxtaan bi loolu la woon naka la ñoo yombalee ba nga xam ne jigéen ñi dinañ nekk di jaay di jënda within West Africa te duñu am benn jafe-jafe si booda si so loolu mooy woon waxtaan bi so and it was a very successful program ba pare according to nu Baboucarr waxee tamit launch nañ fi Gambia chapter bi waaw because in 2023 lañ launch the West African chapter so te fii lañ ko defee woon so this year tamit ñu ñëwaat waxtaane topic bi ma just introduce ba pare ñu launchaat the Gambia chapter here so and it is under the leadership of one of our senior officers ñu ko ooyee Mariama Diop yeah so Baboucarr tamit gërëm na first lady bi bu baax because with all lim de busy try on na ba make sure ne ñëw na ci programme bi so everybody appreciated that so and then saafu wante na fa ñu bari understand nga am na ñoo xam ne nii sax ñoom wax nañ ne pour dëkk yiñ nekka pour nga gis fa first lady du dee yomba waaye ñun suñ first lady bi oyof na and then bàyyi na soxlaam yëpp ñëw jàppale ñu ci bés bi so loolu noonu ñu ngi ko ci gërëm bu baax a baax si gàttal daal waxtaan bi yëpp loolu la woon
jërëjëf Aunty Fatou from what Baboucarr said I mean we will just go and listen to what
I also want to mention one thing.
Okay.
That is the West Africa chapter. They did not have a website before coming here.
Okay.
Yes, but when they came, our website manager Ibrahim Sedi, he's the manager for corporate and public affairs at the Gambia Revenue Authority. He's also in charge of our website. Wanted to build a website for the Gambia chapter.
Okay.
But the West African chapter said, before building for Gambia, let's build for the umbrella body first. And within 3 days, Ibrahim was able to build a website for these people. They gave him all the informations and even the past photos of the 2023 launching of the Gambian chapter. They call him the Magic Boy because they could not believe within 3 days he was able to develop a website, which ordinarily they should have paid somebody a lot of money
to
do. And the website, Ibrahim created a functionality called language. If you go to the website, you cannot read English. There is a button you will click. The whole website, not only the part you want to read, but the whole website will turn to French if you choose French. If you choose Arabic, it goes the whole website turns to Arabic. If you choose Portuguese, the whole website turns to Portuguese. In West Africa, we don't have Chinese. Chinese is only in Beijing. So and
no, we are wrong.
Okay.
We have an ambassador here.
Exactly. Exactly.
He's the Chinese ambassador.
But that's good.
Yeah, and they were very happy.
Yeah.
They were very happy, and it would have taken them a very long time to somebody to do that for them and to pay a lot of money. But they got it from Ibrahim for free, without a single danasi, thanks to the leadership of the Commissioner General. Because when we met these people, we discussed about everything that should happen. We briefed CG on a daily basis, although he was not around when we were building up this thing.
Oh, so he was on top of issues?
Yeah, he was at this WATAF meeting in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
But every day.
So he didn't just assign you and then
No.
No.
CG does not operate like that. Every day he wants to know what is happening. Every day, whenever we meet, there is going to be a briefing that he will get all the information through the chairperson Mariama. So that was a highlight, one of the highlights of the event.
Interesting. We will come back and discuss the final outcomes, the key takeaways from the 2 days high-level meeting. But we will just go with, a video where they made statements at the opening ceremony. Like I said, SC Duma Sam, who is the regional chairperson, made a statement. Of course, Yankuba Daba, Commissioner General of the Gambia Revenue Authority, also made a statement. Samuel Agbeluyi, who is the president of the West African Union of Tax Institute, and Ibrahim Tambajang, who works for the ECOWAS Gambia office, who represented the president of the ECOWAS Commission, and the First Lady, Fatima Barbaro, all gave statement at the opening ceremony. Let's take a listen, and then when we come back, we will discuss more.
Women engaged in informal cross-border trade form the backbone of many local economies. Yet they also face disproportionate taxation burdens and administrative barriers. According to the 2023 UN Women's Study, these traders continue to suffer invisibility, stigmatization, violence, harassment, poor working conditions, and a lack of recognition of their economic quotas. As the African Continental Free Trade Area opens up unprecedented opportunities for intra-African trade, it is imperative that these women are not left behind.
The theme of this dialogue, addressing the taxation challenges for women across border training implications for African continental free trade, could not be more relevant and timely. Women are the bedrock of our regional economy. I want to repeat that. Women are the bedrock of our regional economy. We have seen how the women are participating in terms of economic activities. If you look at the informal sector, 80% to 90% are all women. If you look at the cross-border trade, 70% are all women. So we are right when we say that women are the bedrocks of our regional economy. And they must be helped. They must be respected at all given time. According to the data from the ECOWAS, they constitute over 70% of the informal cross-border trade, playing a vital role in the food security and local economics. In the agriculture sector of the countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, women make up over 75 and 65% of their workforce respectively. In the Gambia, according to the 2022 Labor Force Survey conducted by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, approximately 84.7% of women are employed in the informal sector. It is estimated that cross-border trade in the ECOWAS region amount to between $2.5 million to $6.5 billion annually, a significant portion of which is driven by women. So we are right when we say that women are the backbones of our economics, especially in West Africa.
The Mr. Exceptional. If you don't call him that, if you are a Gambian, you don't call him exceptional, then you don't know him. the Commissioner General, who I want him to be a Nigerian. I want him to be a Nigerian. So we will do everything to make him a Nigerian. You know, most times when you have something, you don't follow it. But in West Africa, and I can say in Africa, we follow the Commissioner General because he has acted beyond the Gambia. He was in WATAF, and he did very well. We are proud, even in West Africa, of what he's doing in the Gambia. You know, he's totally exceptional. When we work together, we get better results. So we thank you, we thank ECOWAS. We are going to do more. Whatever we do is not for our interest alone, it's for the interest of ECOWAS, member nations. And whatever we do in ECOWAS is for the interest of black race. The black nations must do very well. And when we collect taxes, we stop asking for donation, aids. And when you are able to generate the money you need for yourself, then of course you earn respect.
I would like to first and foremost express sincere gratitude to the Society of Women in Taxation, West Africa, for convening this crucial dialogue, and to the government and people of the Republic of the Gambia for their warm hospitality. This gathering is not only timely, but vital, as we stand at a pivotal moment in our region's economic journey. The African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA, offers unprecedented opportunities for integration, prosperity, and empowerment.
If we truly enhance the ease of doing business for women in cross-border trading, we must commit to targeted reforms. These may include simplified processes, especially for women, financial inclusion, capacity building, safe and gender-responsive borders, ensuring protection from harassment by establishing more women-friendly facilities and deploying more female officers. Lastly, and the most important in this, absolutely removal of unnecessary trade barriers as prescribed by the African Continent Free Trade Area.
Well, there you had, various speakers emphasizing the critical role of women, in the development of the sub-region. You've had the first lady talking about the need to remove all unnecessary, barriers that tend to restrict, these women as far as the cross-border is concerned. You also had the CEO also talking about the figure. It's quite a lot of money, from 2.5 million to 6-something billion in a year. That shows that the informal sector is doing well.
Mr. the President of WAUTI.
Yeah, Samuel,
saying that they want CG to be Nigeria. In the hall, we told him no, we will not also accept it.
Exactly.
We cannot give you our.
I had the first lady was.
Yes, we cannot give you our CG. He can serve because he served WATAF for 2 terms.
Yes, as chairman.
Yeah. As chairman, which he did very well, and you heard from the chairman of WAUTI. WAUTI is West Africa Tax Union Institute.
Tax Institute, yeah.
Yeah, so it is very important that these barriers that we have in this trade for women, cross-border trade, for it to be, a bit flexible, because the movement of goods and services is also in the
ECOWAS protocol.
ECOWAS protocol,
yes,
very good. So it's very important. And this was part of the objective of the meeting, which everybody in the hall were happy that this was part of the discussion. And during the closing ceremony, when the Commissioner of Customs was part of the delegation of the Commissioner General, Alhaji Mbai, they came during the closing ceremony, him and the Deputy Commissioner General, Esa Jallo, and the Director of Technical Services, Yaya Mane. When the women saw him and when his name was announced on the high table, they were very happy that he is present, because CG is the head of the institution, but all the other departments, they have their heads. So Alhaji Mbai being the head of the customs department, the women were very happy that he was present to hear what they have to say. And all the recommendations that they did, which we will come into later, it was promised that all those things we will try to see. If we cannot meet all, but we will meet most of them.
Which is very important because, you know, in Africa, we are good at convening these high-level meetings and, you know, come out with final recommendations. But when it comes to implementation, is something that is quite challenging. And I like the fact that you said, I mean, they have committed themselves to achieving, if not all, at least 2 or 3 outcomes, I mean, by the time they meet the next time. But just take us to the recommendations, and then I will allow Henry and Antifatu to take us through some of the key recommendations, if not all of them, but the key recommendations.
Yes, because you know, CG promised them that because the objective of the meeting, at the end of the day, the recommendations are very important. So at the end of the meeting, all the recommendations that they did, come the next meeting, they will review those recommendations to see how far they've gone into implementing them. The first one is simplify tax regime compliant platform, toll-free number. That is very important. Cashless payment systems, integrated tax system. It's like the ITAS that we've been talking about here. Is part of their recommendations. You know, that has already been tried to be implemented by the Gambia. And also gender inclusivity in policy development. The female perspective should be considered when policies are being developed. So when developing policies also, we see how to involve the female. I think this is true.
It's important because I always say anything for women without them is not for them. So I think it's good they are there when these decisions are being made.
Yes, I think let me stop there so that they can translate the orders. If I go through the whole 9, it will be difficult.
Exactly. So Handi, I'm going to jansa rek. I'm not the jansa. Mu gëna leral li nga doon
ala barka bake mino mandiga kaw moy biri musol la mitino nyim banta talata lungo ini nyin kumol le fundita mi alon ko bo le tala kadu ko kala fo la mitin na do kotenge olem ka safaro soniandi musole ni bagazol ta kata banta wal ka fenan isa angale ka fo me ka simplify ka soniandi ya kana ku jamal soto je mi ni nata isa lo be mun kela be mun jorol le kela mun ne kunna ni o ke la bagazol ta yeta yela business ok ni be sawon bolak banku to banku kane batandi fo douane lembang fo police lembang fo immigration kol se sonia anim fanang ni ibe ka fo mi policy ni be safero kala mi alon ko man sabo ko leta la ka do ko kala policy statements o ka do ko e se musol la ko dunni fo mi alon ko policy mi alon ko se bala fano musoye musol da se tarano tabulo to nin kacalbe kela pour ka jibe be bankol sambala nyame saka West Africa e kana nyina musol la wala kel kana si ye kacha ye kolta ka tamandi musol da tiji e se musol fananda keje ya nyim fulo le fofolo za tuje na kontinera den za tentende
Antifado denga Baboucarr lu mu doon jéem a wax rek xam naa ne amuloo bii nii xam nga moo fa nekkoon nag soo léegi dinañ pass mobile bi xam na dina dellu si moom loolu mu leerul ma wax naa ne moom mu ngi sa loxo léegi Antifado mu ngi doon jéem a leeral rek lan moo nekk yeneen nangutu yi nga xam ne gars yi am nañ ko gannaaw bi ñu jeexal li nga ne moo nekk ñaari fan meeting bi xam naa ne doon na ñaar mais mu nga ko gën a leeral si kàllaama olof rek lan la gars yi nangutoo di nga xam ne bëgg nañ koo achieve balaa seen next daje.
baax na jërëjëf Aliou comme ni ko Baboucarr ak Henry waxee jotaay bi moo jeexee amoon nañ ay nangutoo waaw waxtaan nañ ba am ay nangutoo so nangutoo yooyu noonu nag comme ni nga ko waxee rek head of customs ak ñim àndaloon commit nañ seen boppa ne dinañ try luñ mun pour make sure ne nangutoo yooyu noonu they in place comme ni nga ko waxee rek léegi ñu am jotaay waxtaanee si lu bari def ay nangutoo waaye nangutoo yooyu noonu pour ñu implement ko yéena daf day nekk problème waaye as far as ne ñoom commit nañ seen boppa am nañ ci yaakaar ne nangutoo yooyu noonu dinañ ko jàppandal comme ni ko Baboucarr waxee bi ci njëkkam mooy dinañ simplify yëfi jënda jaay through the cross border trading and then dinañ make sure ne dina yomba pour jigéen ñi pour suñ bëggee def seen yëfi jënda jaay from country to country within West Africa dinañ yombal yëpp when it comes to payment ak yooyu noonu yëpp dinañ ko yombal. Another thing buñ nangutoo mooy ne when it comes to like government level or policy makers mooy ñi nga xam ne ñoo de tëral luwaa yi and everything suñoo defati anything dinañ ci boole jigéen ñi waaw dinañ dooleel jigéen dinañ make sure ne seen kàddu tamit dinañ ko dégg bu baax su ko defee lépp lu ñoo def ñu boole leen si nga xam ne seen yëfi jaay ak jënda within West Africa dina nekk lu yomba pour ñoom ñëpp.
Well, Baboucarr, aside from, I mean, you know, involving women in developing these policies, and of course, I mean, ensuring they are implemented, what were the other recommendations?
Yes, recommendation number 3 is monitoring of cross-border activities by government CSOs and relevant authorities. Because, you know, if the government monitors all these activities, it makes life easy for the women. Because if you put all these agreements on paper and there is no M&E to check how far they've gone into, you know, monitoring these activities and seeing how far they will progress, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, so that is why it is important for them to have the M&E sector of this whole event. And capacity building for both border officials and traders.
Okay.
You know, they're thinking of maybe building the capacity of the border officers at the borders.
Okay.
That includes all the officers there, customs, police, you know, immigration, you know, because if you look at the event, they are all represented in this event.
Yeah.
Immigration was represented.
Yeah.
Police also was represented by senior officials that are female. You know, so it is important also to build an accommodation space in cross-border areas.
Oh, accommodation, okay.
Yes, because they say whenever they go to this border, some of them will spend the night there.
Okay.
And they don't have where to sleep, you know. Yeah. I'm not sure who is going to take that responsibility to build those accommodations. If government can do it, it is fine.
Yeah,
you know,
ECOWAS
if ECOWAS can do it
because
also.
They supported the event and they know what SUIT is doing.
And they said mass sensitization focusing on local women. Well, for us at the GRA, we've been doing that.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will be part of that they will achieve because the Gambia Women Chamber of Commerce, Henry will be a witness almost every other year.
Yeah.
We'll have a tax seminar for them. Yes, and
I think the last one was at Ocean Bay.
Exactly,
I
and their vice president, that is Madam Beatrice Mbouj,
was there.
Is the vice president of the Gambia chapter of this suite.
I saw her at the event.
Yes, she's the vice chairperson of the Gambia chapter of this suite, and also they're also talking about the political will of implementing these policies, because you can have the policies, but if the political will is not there to implement them, it would be difficult for it to be implemented, you know. So that is also one of the key factors or one of the key recommendations that they made. And the last one is monitoring mechanism to the staff in the border. You know, the staffs also in the border, we have to monitor how they work. So by the next time they meet, I'm not sure where it is going to be, but if they meet again, they will put all these things on the table to see what they have achieved and what is not yet achieved, so that they can work on it before the next event that is going to take place, wherever they decide it to happen.
Mr. Henry, Yamoy Baboucarr Memfo, other key outcomes. He mentioned M&E, monitoring and evaluation, capacity building for officers at the border, and of course, traders, accommodation, and other issues as well.
Barka bake Aliou ila kamben sabanyo ko be minkela janibe ila meeting do bina ko tenke olem ka safaro nyingibe minka ke boda solto taninna ba jibela nyaade le ka comme fo ye min kacabe ke kanne ban fa manke pour ni mitindo kana isa fono Gambia de nyini nyi keta jele Senegal nyini nyi keta jele o nyi banku do nyini nyi o nyi mantama pour isa lonno andum minu nyanda ka jibe wolle masakundati civil society organizations mi alon ko manke masakunda bundalti bari fananka kol jibele min nyanda kata banko kan wala authorities dol mi alon ko ila doko ning safaro dunda nyolale wol fanan sa jibe no mimbi nani nyawo wolem ka dokulal mimbe na frontiero do ke karandi wolem custom police forestry NDM dilik like minuka drop fenkol fenke ani loptan dokulal min fana katara bodato kolbe karandi kebe be musol ma ko la nyaadi le nyi safaro pour ni nata kakela wato jani baki se bulano ni joro ke ire tamino kala kela kataila business wol anim fanan ka musol fanan wa furlal fanan ke karan minu be nyim business wol ke karan luwaye nyinne fo ni nata be nyinne kela ni o kerek se bulano e tambi pour no sabo kanasia anim fanan pour ka masa se julo di musol ka fo mi load julabal ni se mi an ko musol lem se bundayele mi an ko se julol tano wala lonti ke la business wol yirwan as ka do manjo lafta fanam pour man sakundale o fanam jibe aninka kadulalo comme alo ni nata ko bo restaurant dale ititano la sa ni man tan tambino ko botanan Senegal kana Gambia ko yo frontiero sorone so kutale te tambilano sa la dula ka ke problemol sa lafta masa West Africa masa kundale o jibe bo la dula lola nyaadile pour ni musol ni nata se la no nya dami woro nyango woro la nyangolem ka musol mi alon ko be Gambia ja locally se sensitize no ke karandi andol ni ajibe jare ngo ken fo mbarada ning Gambia Women Chamber of Commerce no kele na musol karandi sanji jama sango sanka ni ga programme sodole c'est la mol fait pour ni e kacha ni Youth Chamber of Commerce ngo fanan kele fo ni kel bije musol fanan bi kono woro se nyango wolem ka fo mi political will fo mansal sontale bank ko min safeten ise ma ko no ka so sa safeno barin angalel ka fo political will wolen masakunda namal lafika da dunje ok ma ko wota de kela ça fait 15 ans doronet so fo fanan il lafta pour que commence kunda dani pour da dunyi kol anin police sol safeta be dani la pour ya tamani ni ko like equation e lual membe landi janda ka kata ye lual tamandi saje musol la tani na safaro kono se soniano last one wolem min labanta wolem ka jibe ibe boda jibe la nyam monitoring mechanisms for staff min be boda to ka jibe ifana ba jibe la no le nyaadi le munebe ke kan saje ka safeno min be dum ka be fundi ka munebe ke kan musola safarot yani meeting kote nata isi otannino monda tamit
barka bake Henry ante Fatou nga ñu bamtuwaat rek si kàllaama olof si liñ jot a waxtaanee nga ne moo nekk nanguti nga ne am na si meeting bi nii.
ok jërëjëf Aliou waaw ba tey ñu continuer rek ci nangutoo yi nga xam ne def nañ ko bi jotaay boobu noonu di jee The third one was ñuy monitor borders and activities yi mooy ne comme like borders yi nga xam ne ñoo nekk within seen activities yi fa dee happen mooy xew-xew yi fa dee am ñu di ko bàyyi xel ak ñi nga xam ne nii ñoo responsible lu demee ni custom officers yi police yi ak immigration. And then the other one was capacity building for both border official and traders. Wow. So lolu nonu tamit waxtane won nañ ko ne mu bokk ci nanguto yi nga xamne ni mom lañ waxtane won. The fifth one was moy one for government to grant loans to the women. Moy pour nguur gi jappalé jigéen ñi di len lebal ay bor nga xamne dina mëna yombal sen jënd ak njaay. And then the other one was to build an accommodation space in border areas. Comme like jigéen ñi léegi xëj na ñu jógee ci yeneen dëkka bugg a ñëw indi bagage ci biir dëkka bi waaye xëj na due to poor transportation and everything so loolu du leen allow pour ñu mun a egsi on time so loolu daf dee tax ba ñeena ñi dañ dee fanaan ci border si te niñ fa dee nekkee du dee nekka comfortable living so ñu ngi ñaan nguur gi wala West Africa suñ leen mënee dimbale pour nga xam ne dinañ fa sampa ay néeg yoo xam ne nii xëy na jigéen ñi suñ demee uti bagage bay ñib si ñu guddee wala am teexa si yoon bi dinañ mun a fanaan foofu noonu xam nga at a very comfortable zone. And then the other thing was a mass sensitization focusing on local women. Loolu GRA yi ñu ngi cee dox bu baax because every year dañ dee def seminar pour jigéen ñi nga xam ne di leen sensitize di waxtaan ak ñoom pour ñu xam naka la yëfi fay tax dee demee ak yooyu noonu.
moo nekk Women Chamber of Commerce.
waaw Women Chamber of Commerce dañ dee def seminar every year waaw ok comme ni ko Henry waxee rek ak Baboucarr so loolu noonu tamit daf dee happen every year. So political will mooy another one comme like nangutoo yiñ bindan yëpp ñu ngi ñaan government bi comme bu mu nekk loo xam ne nii rek dañ koo wax verbally oo ñu binda ko def ko in document te duñ ko implement ñu ngi leen di ñaan pour ñoom tam ñu boole ci seen loxo ba nga xam ne nangutoo yi nii yëpp dina nekka loo xam ne nii ñu ngi koo doxal su ko defee mu yombal jëndaa njaay jigéen within the cross borders. And then another thing was ne monitoring mechanism to staff in the border. Waaw loolu tamit bokkoon na ci nangutoo yi yeah so si gàttal loolu lañ nangutoo woon ak ñoom bi programme bi di jeex.
Baboucarr dafa mel ni those were the key recommendations or outcomes from the meeting. But from the perspectives of women who were there, because I've seen, women assistant reps were there, traders, and even custom officers. I think I saw some of your staff from Farafenni who actually were also there. Yeah. What were some of their views as far as, this cross-border issues is concerned? Yes,
that's a good point, because
I know it was very interactive.
It was very interactive because when some of them explain the constraints that they have in the borders, the officers also were in the position to explain what happened in the borders. For example, our custom officers in Amdalai, Farafenni, they have this issue of some of these ladies will come with their stuffs, but they will want to use the unapproved routes.
Oh, the porous borders.
The porous borders. You remember we've discussed that, Henry, in a lot of programs here. That is one of the challenges that they have. Some of them also will come and do a misclassification of their goods. For example, if you have water in your bag, you come and tell me that I am having vinegar in the bag. That is what we call misclassification. You did not classify the goods correctly. Some of them will even come and underdeclare. You have 10 bottles of water. You came and say I have only 5.
And that's an offense.
Yes. So if the custom officers search, they will see more than 5. The officers said those are some of the challenges they also face. But the officers and the traders, they are in this business together. If you come to the border, explain what you have. You understand? And the officers will also try to see how best they can help you to facilitate trade, because it's part of the mandate of the custom officers for them to facilitate trade. You know, but one thing also that they complain is about this accommodation thing. You know, because sometimes you go to, for example, most of the informal sector business here, some of the ladies do go to Senegal, get their stuffs, and you come, maybe you did not leave Dakar very early. You came to the border and the border is closed. Sometimes there is no other vehicle that will ferry you to come to Banjul. It's always difficult, you know, and they will see, I'm sure if the state must have heard about it, they will see if it is possible. Or if Sweet also can chip in, bring in at least certain amount and say, well, this is what we have. If the state can chip in, they chip in. Even ECOWAS, if they can chip in.
It's part of their protocol.
Yes, it's possible.
Enhancing free movement of goods
and services.
So,
it's possible to build maybe one big structure. It's just going to be like a classroom sort of. You have your mattress there. If you come, you lie down and sleep. You know. But it's going to be difficult.
It could be better than that.
Yeah.
We are talking about women here.
Yes, I know. I know. But
we need that sutura thing and everything. Yeah.
So you need it should be a standard house. Everybody have one bedroom. You know. Well,
even if it costs you anything, you wouldn't mind chipping in something to have a night there.
Yes, okay, sort of a lodge, sort of, that they can build and people will pay. That one is possible. Maybe businessmen can even chip in and build a guest house at the border that you can come and sleep as far as saying. You pay per night
at a lower cost
than the normal prices. Because now if you go to the provinces, most of these guest house will charge you 1,500 per night, 1,200, 800 per night, you know. So, but if these businessmen can also build it, no problem, it can be. And if they came there and they are late and found the borders are closed, there is no other vehicle to transport them, they can spend the night. Even if one person cannot pay it, if they can join and pay 2 people in a room, it is fine.
Exactly. Mr. Henry, you have heard from Babukar regarding, some of the issues that were raised. I know it was very interactive. It was a honest dialogue. People actually expressed their views. But you have heard him, people talking about some of the things they go through at the borders, harassment. But equally, on the other side also, you have people who kind of, under-declare what they are carrying or try to use the porous borders.
Abarkabake, Mambari, you want me to say it in English?
Yeah, in Mandinga.
Because you asked
but Sergeant, do you think there's porous borders in Combo South, Katongamafo?
No comment.
I am not used to that place.
Okay, yeah.
You want land there?
You want
land there?
No, even me, I need land there.
Definitely.
The deep sea port is going there. Soon
Definitely.
We are going to be second.
Even Yusuf Ature needs a land there. So.
We are going to be second capital. Be careful.
Okay.
Mbari maniga kamwele ale amwele aliye babu nyini kamin. Babu ya kako. Mol mim nada num mitino la ye kuma jamale foje wafurla la karola wala traders ani man sakunda dokula la customs a file okay inule ta fole bar custom officers ol fana ye ta fole ko dol ni nata ngo kacan na radio programs ol santo ake farafenye ake amdala sew ake kerawan ake pase ake dulal ni nata inyanta ka telin yemin fenan afo mune bebulu kangale ka fume cat and mouse kana cool min bebulu ya mabo iko nyandu ni ajibe nata ji min bebula wonti yemin fo wonti wolle ka kudol fena mi alon ko ka business o tarden ka loya la ni nyam custom la loya la ni nyami ni muta wala oto ye luati nyal so flanya wala ni nata so kuta man sound man border cross no border close ibe la mun tol so kacha fanam bijele ko mol sinano West Africa ECOWAS sa lono o mansa sa lono o business usol faran sa lono bari la price sa talano kado sa ke sa usol ni lafta mi air conditioner soro de wuli killing keme fula wuli killing keme lulu o keme kononto keme sei ibe wala jola wani lafta fano la wala keme lulu keme woro la fan so molsa dunno ya bisi bari sa data lano sa ni musol nata
it's interesting
ise sinoje ise lano fano keta etam
andi Fadou si lu gàtt yow tam soo mënee leeral foofu rek après ma may la ngeen tàggatoo bi ko ñu nga ne time baa ngi waaye yi xam naa dinaa may ku nekk si 1 minute nga tàggatoo parce que tey moom comme ni tey mën nga final épisode bi andi Fadou si lu gàtt rek nga summarize ko rek
waaw baax na comme ni ko Baboucarr ak Henry waxee rek keroog ci jotaay bi jigéen ñi wax nañ luy seen problème waaye custom officer yi dee nekk si booda bi tamit wax nañ yan problème lañ dee jonkuwanteel ak jigéen yi custom officer si wax nañ ne léegi am ñu ñëw ak bagage waaye liñ amee duñ nangoo wax ne loolu lañ amee xëy na ñu ngi amee saabu waaye ñu ne ndox lañ amee xëy na li saabu bi di cost pour ñu fay custom juuti mooy gën a seer ndox bi so loolu tamit day nekk problème wala ñeneen ñi dañoo ñëw under declare ne maa ngi amee fukki carton yi saabu te fekkate xëy na fukki carton ak juróom lañ amee so yooyu noonu daf day nekk problème yoo xam ne ni dañ ko dee jànkuwanteel ak jigéen ñi am na tamit wax nañ ne comme suñ ñëwee ci booda bi guddee xëy na fañ jëndee ji bagage let's say teeluñ faa jógee wala seen moto bi am na breakdown si yoon bi wala lu mun di doon be nga xam ne mënuñoo egsi on time tëdduwaay o fi ñoo tëdda daf dee nekk jafe-jafe so loolu ñu ngee ñaax if government can do something wala businessmen yu mag yi su dee mun nañoo bill accommodation yoo xam ne nii suñ ñëwee mun nañ di fa fanaan at night also wala comme like ECOWAS ñoom tamit su dee am nañ dara loo xam ne nii war nañ ko war a mun a dugal pour ñu make sure ne tabaxal nañ leen ay néeg yoo xam ne nii dinañ fa mun di fanaan even su dee daf leen di cost something waaye dina gën a reasonable normal guest house luñ dee fay.
Interesting. Baboucarr, I mean, we're running out of time. I'm going to work rek, lu rek tago. I mean, like I said, this is the final episode. I mean, it's been quite interesting 3 months, I mean, with all of you.
Yeah.
I mean, your final message, your farewell message to our viewers who have been following those.
Thank you, Ali. We'll first of all like to thank the sponsors of the program, that is the French Agency for Development. And we'd like to thank the management and the staff of the GRA under the leadership of the Commissioner General and our respective departments that we came from. Myself and Henry came from the same department, Technical Services. Fatou Cham came from Domestic Taxes, because our directors are the ones that will release us to come and attend these programs, and the head of our units also.
And you've been very serious.
Yes, despite whatever the
even though sometimes they halat.
Wow, sila boka. Loolu tam sila boka, xam nga. Léegi-léegi nga dama koñ. Nga ñëwaat xam nga waaye loolu tam si la bokka. Wow, but all said and done, we'd also like to thank you. Because you are always available. Sometimes, you know, dinaa call ne la Aliou lii mooy xew nga ne ma non nañ def lii nañ def lele xam nga. At the end of the day loolu yëpp is for the good of the programme. Suñ ko présenté rek ku seetaan dina dee xam ne waaw def nañ job bu baax. Wow, thank you so much for everything.
Henry?
All the thank you Baboucarr has done already. So
I am so emotional saying bye-bye to you.
I don't need to go over that.
But come back even before the end of the
okay.
What I wanted to say is these women are our mothers, our sisters. Some of them are running their homes single-handedly. They pay fees, they pay, give loan, they take care of their children. Let's support them. Let's help them grow their business so that, because it comes back to us. They said if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you support a woman's business, that has trickle-down effect to the rest of the family. So that's my final word. Let's support the ladies, the women, the traders, those who want to start, we help them start.
How about the entire taxpayers? You don't have any message for them? You are saying, what are you saying? Talking about
today
women?
Is Women's Day.
Okay.
This is dedicated to women.
From Henry?
No. Yes.
Yeah,
this is Women's Day.
15th of next month,
Yeah.
15th of next month. Later will be dead. Reminder.
No, today is for women. Let's support them.
And Fatou, Nala Gerem, to be honest, I mean, you've been very regular and punctual on this program. At that time, yep, you know, you are always here. Sa tagato rek bala ñu tej programme bi.
Waaw ba jërëjëf tagato bi moom foog naa Baboucar ak Henry wax nañ yëpp. Ñu ngi jaajëfal sponsor si, that's the French agency. And then ñu ngi wax jërëjëf to the management of GRA. Ñi nga xam ne xëj na ñoo facilitate ba programme bi mun a am ñuy mun a ñëw toog fii di sensitize suñ taxpayers yi. ñu ngi jaajëfal taxpayers yi tamit because ñoom tamit all along ñu ngi ñu doon follow. léegi nga génn ñu ne seetaan nañ seen programme bi but it was interesting and all that. ñu ngi jaajëfal the staff of QTV.
Gars ñu ne ma de continue.
because they have been very helpful. Waaw
jërëjëf
dañoo indil ndox ñu naan
gars ñu ne Baboucar nangu ra gërëm ñu doon zoom daalaam yi ci programme bi Baboucar yéen next time sa ñëwaate dañ koo ñuulal Youssoufa mu ne next time dañ koo ñuulal
Youssoufa ko ne business yi tànganaam bi na start di fay
well viewers
cameraman yi ak ñëpp ñu ngi leen di
with that we bring an end to this 3 months I mean taxpayer education program here on the on QTV. We would like to thank the management and board, of course, and of course the Commissioner General of the Gambia Revenue Authority and the French Development Agency for funding this program. And to my panelists, I mean Henry Mendy, Manager Taxpayer Education, Baboucar Njie, Senior Taxpayer Education Officer, and Tifatu Cham, Taxpayer Service Officer, and Ibrahim Asane, I mean, who was sometimes on the program. On behalf of everyone here, we thank you so much. Until we see you again, keep paying your taxes for national development. Bye-bye.
Moko dollar pour mu feko tax GRA luwa moko dollar pour mu feko tax